All right. So I've been grinding early access these last few days, and now that Midnight is officially coming out today, later today, I need to say this. Blizzard cooked with Silvermoon and this expansion overall, in my opinion. And I did not expect to be saying that confidently. This is completely a spoiler free, just first thoughts and impressions of what feels good, what surprised me, and whether this expansion actually feels polished at launch. Spoiler, I think it does. Early access feel. So first overall feel, I didn't really want to hit max level. I explored a little bit, did side content, actually played more or less attention to the quests without hitting the escape button too often, to get out of the cutscenes. And honestly, Midnight feels finished. Didn't feel rushed, in my opinion. I didn't feel like, all right, well, let's wait for patch one, or hey, let's wait for this quick hot fix. Out of the gate, strong start. Silvermoon has been the biggest win for me. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Silvermoon. They somehow made it feel the same, but completely rebuilt. A couple little things here, nods to the old. The lighting is better. The scale feels modern. The atmosphere feels alive. Not that the old one did, but this one just seems even more so alive. But it's still the old Silvermoon. It feels like the first one, just new. They didn't erase the identity of the zone, they enhanced it. And of course, with some of the early quests, no spoilers, of course, I feel like there's a small callback to the original Blood Elf experience when we first leveled, say, our first Blood End Paladin. You feel it. Like I'm pretty sure some of these quests were like, well, hey, wait a second, I did this before, but it was different. They played on the nostalgia for sure, and I think they balanced it perfectly. It wasn't forced, it wasn't cheesy, it was just right. The zone design, it's not bloated. Beyond the starting zone, there's three other zones that are all very well sized, in my opinion. Not massive just to be massive and like, hey, look how big everything is. Or look, hey, look, I can go over here. It's not overwhelming. Quests feel natural. Doesn't feel like flying for 3 minutes between objectives just to pad time or have filler content. And plus, two, I ended up getting distracted by things on the way anyway. The exploration feels intentional. Everything kind of has a path and also eye catching things to it. And I feel like this helps rebuild what essentially the whole world's going to be like in that game. The delves as well. Again, there's a cap at level 7 at the time of making this video. They feel tighter, if that makes any sense. And I wasn't a huge delver, but I did play them just to get gear, leveling, what have you. But they feel more compacted and flushed out this time around, even though I miss being told not to stand there every 5 seconds. But it does feel different, and it doesn't feel recycled in any aspect. And there's actually some new ones too that I won't spoil, but I didn't see coming. And they don't really feel like filler content this time around. They feel more purposeful. Another that was returning, but now there's a new feature, the prey system. It's kind of like housing for me. I wasn't really anticipating all that much from it, but going in, I had no interest. Like I said, no interest. I wasn't really swayed by it, and I thought it was just another checklist mechanic I have to do. But what's so neat about it is you can pick it up and then you can go do your world quests, farming or exploration, and it kind of just flows naturally into it. So you don't really feel like you're having to go out of your way to do anything, and you still can kind of kill two birds with one stone type mentality. And it feels additive, not mandatory. So again, it kind of rewards you for your time and not making you have to separate it to like, oh, I only have enough time to do this or that. You can kind of do two things at once. Now, again, though, it's only on normal. Maybe it'll get better, it'll get worse. I don't think it will, but there's always that disclaimer. This is literally day one of like the full release. But right now, where does that leave Midnight? Right now, it feels like a refinement over a reinvention. They honed in the nostalgia, they modernized the old areas, they tightened the delves, and introduced something new, amongst other many things. I still scratch my head on why fishing's 300 level. But that's just my own little gripe because I hate having that things maxed out. If they continue this direction, I think midnight is the beginning of something new for Blizzard, and that's going to evolve. And of course, there's always going to be naysayers or what have you, but I myself and from most of the community I've seen love it. But hey, we'll see where it goes because again, we're still in that honeymoon phase as we call it. But I'm curious where everyone else is in this watching this video. Is it hitting for you on the same levels as it hitting in me? I'm sure I missed things. Are you on the fence of getting it? Let me know. I'm sure we can get some awesome discussions. And I'll be planning to do these, more and more often as time permits. And when the old noggin's like, hey, you know what? I should actually say these things. But I will stop rambling as I do. And please, hang out here, catch me live, or just throw stones and rocks at me. Anyway, I'll see you around at midnight.